Welcome back to the Warrior Sports Network. I'm Brady Beedon, and our first edition of the Senior Spotlight in the 2025 season is veteran Elijah Fowlkes. Elijah, you've been here a long time. First of all, thanks for coming on and being the first one here in 2025.
Of course, I'm excited for you to have me. Thank you.
So, Elijah, you've been around this program a while. You've been a leader in this program for a while. But let's go back a little further to when you first came here, coming out of Ohio. Tell everyone just about the story of how you found out about Wayne State, what the recruiting process was like, and ultimately deciding to come spend your college years here in Detroit.
So I didn't know anything about the GLIAC, Wayne State, or anything. But my first head coach, Paul Winters, he came to Cleveland. I think they had a college recruiting thing in Cleveland, and my coaches showed him my film, and he came to my house. And after that, I felt loved after him coming to my house. So that's how I found out about Wayne State. And then I came on my visit. It felt like a real family, and that's what made me ultimately make my decision.
Now, you've had a lot of changes in your time here at Wayne State, but one that's been kind of the same is Coach Antoine Robinson's been around a long time. What impact has he had? Because, through a lot of changes, both head coaches, coordinators, things like that, he's been there. What has your relationship been like with Coach Robinson?
That's my guy. Without him, I don't know if I would still be here. He's held the program down even when it was going through changes. He's held us down. No matter what, he's always there for me on and off the field. So I really appreciate him. I feel like we have a great relationship on and off the field.
So it's kind of a simple question, but does it really feel like it's your senior year? Doesn't it feel like yesterday you were first coming in and just figuring out what college football is all about? Does it feel like it's your final year here in college ball?
It feels crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it flew by. It do feel like my senior year because my youngest, they make me feel old. That's why I feel like it's my senior year. But other than that, it definitely went by very fast.
So having been around a while, you were a captain last year. You're back again here this year. What advice would you give to maybe some freshmen that are on the team right now, or even high school seniors that are being recruited about coming into the college game, and what you wish you could tell yourself 3-4 years ago?
I would say focus on the process. Don't worry about all the outside noise. Be 100% in. Don't be half in, half out. If you want to do this, I would say be 100% in. Give everything you got. Don't half it. Like if you don't go in half, there's no point to do it at all.
So since you've been in Detroit, you said you didn't know a lot about Wayne State or the GLIAC. What was something about Detroit that surprised you that you got here and you started to get used to it? You're like, all right, I can get used to this. I like this about the Motor City.
I just like the city. I like I like the way it moves. It's always busy, and I like to be out the way, but it's always just nice to have the option to have things to do. So that's what I like about it most.
So let's talk a little bit about Elijah, the student, because, coming here, getting a degree. What are you studying? What do you want to do once you get your degree and graduate from Wayne State?
I'm a sports management major. I'm thinking about coaching. I have a lot of options. Coaching, I was thinking about being an agent. I still was thinking about being a firefighter, so a lot of options on the table, so we'll see.
Well, good news is being in Detroit, you have some teams around here. You have some good connections, a lot of different things. But how much has that helped being in Detroit for things like that? Because there are former Wayne State players that are coaches, that are firefighters in Detroit, that have done all of these things. Have you made those connections, and are you trying to feel out just exactly which one's the best path for you?
Yeah, that's another thing I really like about being here in Detroit. It's a lot of connections, especially being at Wayne State with having so many people in all different type fields. So I definitely have made connections in the sports world a lot. Like a lot of my teachers are connected with sports teams throughout Detroit.
So let me ask you this. If Coach Fowlkes comes to fruition, what do you coach? I'm assuming defensive coordinator. Would you want to be D-backs, or what position would you be coaching?
If I started right now, I would be a defensive backs coach for sure.
Well, you're just going to take everything Coach Robinson does and kind of put your own little sprinkle on it, or you got something else that Elijah wants to throw at offenses?
I would take a lot of Coach Rob's, but I was coaching when I was young. I started coaching at 14, so I got my own type thing to do too.
So who were you coaching at 14? I'm assuming like younger youth programs, but you've been coaching since you were 14 years old. What defense did 14-year-old Elijah have ready for offenses?
I ran a 4-3 when I was coaching defense when I was 14 years old. I feel like that's the best defense.
I tend to agree with you. That's why most people use it.
Yeah.
But you can make a lot of different things work. So, Elijah, I mean, thanks again for coming on. I guess last thing, any favorite memory at Wayne State, with whether it's in the football program or, heck, a lot of the players, their best ones are usually still stuff outside the locker room. What was one of the memories that stands out about being here at Wayne State?
Honestly, it would be like it's a boatload of memories, but it would have to be like my freshmen and my sophomores when they came in. They called me Captain Folks, and the way they make me feel. So that's my biggest memory. The way my freshmen and sophomores make me feel. That's my best memory.
Just wait till they start calling you sir or Mr. Folks. You're like, listen, I know you're trying to be respectful, but no, I'm not that old yet. Trust me, it hits you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, nah, they definitely treat me like I'm that old already, so I can wait for sure.
Well, I'm glad we've got you for one more season, Elijah. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck against Tiffin, and good luck in 2025. Stay healthy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
He's Elijah Fowlkes. I'm Brady Beedon, and you're listening to the Warrior Sports Network.